Look at that guy. That guy's head's just like on there.
I've got my fancy boots on. And that's because I can't find my shoelaces for my other pair of shoes that I have. I only have one other pair of shoes. So yeah, let's get into Richard Burns Rally here. You have force feedback sensitivity, right? Tarmac, gravel, and snow. When you change to a different surface, you know, going from gravel to asphalt, you can feel that difference in grip. And that's why these numbers are so different from each other. 340 having more grip and 385 having less grip. So now we're going to go to Fanatic wheel property page, and we're going to go to tuning menu and put it on advanced mode. I have my maximum steering angle set to 900 degrees, and you don't need to set it to that. It's whatever you're comfortable with, 270, 540, 900, 1080, whatever you want. My force feedback strength is at 100%, and this is just for this wheelbase. I don't recommend going 100% force feedback strength with, say, like a DD1 or a more powerful wheelbase. But because this cannot physically output more than 8 Newton meters, it's not going to rip your arms off. So if the game like all of a sudden like sends a spike of force feedback, like the maximum this wheelbase is able to output, it'll jerk you, but it's not gonna like, you're like, oh, my shoulder, you know, it's not gonna be like that. A DD1, if you're holding on and you're not expecting it, it can hurt you. This can hurt you too, like it can stub your thumb or something like that, but I think you're relatively safe with this as long as you're an adult and you're somewhat responsible with your health. I don't know. So force feedback scaling is on peak. That's so you can allow the maximum torque to kind of come through to the wheelbase even while you're mid-turn, and it'll still allow some of the bigger forces to come through. Bop, 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 bop. You know, natural dampers at 100%. I know it seems high, but with this particular game, it's one of the only ways I was able to make it feel somewhat realistic. So I turn up the natural damper high, and I actually turn down the overall force feedback in the game, and you'll see that later. Natural friction is set to 15%. It kind of just influences your brain to interpret this as a mechanical device, like there's something in between you and the game, you know, like some kind of a long rod that steers the wheels. Natural inertia is set to off. Interpolation filter is set to off. Because we have the damper so high, we don't want to make it to where our wheel feels dead. We want that liveliness. Force effect intensity is at 100%. It can make some things feel kind of rough in a negative way, but overall I think for this game and with the level of damper we're using, I think it's worth it to kind of just retain some of the, like I said, some of the liveliness. Force effect strength is at 100%. Spring effect strength is completely off. Less complications, the better. Damper effect strength is at 100%. Vibration strength, I leave it to off. Again, same thought process behind that. The more things that are just off that the computer doesn't have to worry about, the better. Anyway, so that's the setup in Fanatic wheel property page. So let's pop into Richard Burns Rally and actually see the in-game setting, which there's only pretty much one. Actually, there's a couple. There's on and off. So we are 6 notches away from being all the way on. Okay, so my camera died, so we're going to start over because my camera is a piece. The GoPro Hero 9. You'd think that, you know, with the name GoPro, an action camera, you know, it would have the quality to match, but nope. Lasts about 20-30 minutes, and it dies. It overheats. Let's take a look at these people to the right, actually. Straight ahead, we see some beautiful ladies. Really appreciate that he added those in there. Kind of makes you feel comfortable because they're two-dimensional. And then if you look further to the right, there's a guy taking pictures of them instead of me. In that blue jacket right there. And then there's some guy doing some kind of a dance behind a pole of some sort, and to the right of that is an absolute giant. Yeah, let's continue here.
2, 1, go. And
that's a limp-ass flag. But yeah, and I'm also using the recommended memory card too, so, you know, that's not a factor. Updated the firmware. Anyway, really unhappy with it.
30 for right. And over crest. 5 left, 40, over crest, into 4 right, into 3 left, into 2 left, over
gotta really stay on the ground this spot. Can't really let your tires lift up at all, because otherwise you get out of control pretty quick.
5 left, over crest.
Easy on the handbrake and on the throttle.
5 left and 3 right.
Can't haul ass too much through here either. Whoa!
Over crest,
Other way, deers.
150, 3 right, don't cut, 3 left, 3 right, small cut, 80. 3 left, long, 300.
How did they get telemetry out of this game? Like, this is like a 20-year-old game, you know? Like, they didn't have motion rigs back then, at least not available to us.
3 right, tightens 150. 4 left, long.
Whoa.
5 right. 5 left. 4 left, over crest. 30, 3 right, long, 80. 2 right, don't cut, 100. 6 left, into over crest, 200. 4 right, 100. 5 left, into caution, slow, and 1 left, don't cut. Over crest, 160.
A little bit wide.
3 right, tightens, 5 right, 80. Caution slow, and the bump, and 2 right, 300.
Ooh, yeah, that is a big bump.
Caution slow, 150.
They say slow, but you can go fast over this.
5 right, 40. 2 left, 100.
This is a slippery 2 right here. Last time I tried it, I went off there.
3 left, don't cut.
Remember that.
80. 3 right, long, 80.
Obviously using left foot braking,
1 left,
and it's
200.
imperative that you use dress shoes for this. Really ups your game. Like, you don't know how much is really adding to my performance.
3
Yep.
left, 80. 3 left, long, 300.
Whoop! Whoo! Almost went into those logs and became a lumberjack.
Right, into 4 left, long, over crest, 100.
Permanently.
3 right, long, and tightens.
Okay, looks like
Right,
we're heading into that downhill section. Yeah,
4
okay.
right.
You gotta be real cautious and not overdrive the car here.
Caution, slow, happy left. 3 right, long.
We're gonna go easy on the hairpin. Just enough to get us a little bit rotated. Yep, that seemed like it
Finish,
did the trick.
to stop.
Oh, well, look at that. That's what you want to see at the end of a race, right? A guy that's completely wall-eyed, that has no opposable thumb or individual fingers. And a man made out of paper mache. Look at that guy. That guy's head's just like on there. Have a good day. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in a future tutorial.